Hi. Yeah, so we're doing this. We're just doing this the old-fashioned way because I don't want to deal with the lag. But yeah, okay. So this is the thing. So back to what I was talking about before. It's an After Dark stream. I'm not gonna go super into like. I'm not gonna go super into Evangelion and the stuff I've missed. I'm gonna do a whole video on the new movie, all I've missed, trailer reaction. That's probably just gonna be a. I'm probably gonna do like a trailer reaction video and then a breakdown. I'm gonna do all of that. I've fallen super behind on Ava just because Ava was becoming too time consuming, and I had to make the decision to kind of back away from that and just not focus on constantly producing Evangelion videos. But I was doing that so. But my Evangelion video, for those that don't know, a single Evangelion video for me takes like a month or two. Like those videos are about a month of planning, typically about a month of production. I need to get the footage, and then with Netflix out, I'm worried about copyright, and I honestly just didn't have it in me to continuously produce that content at the moment. I had just started working, and when I started working, the first like month or two of working were insane. Like they were super insane. I had a lot of stuff going on, and then I had a ton. I had a ton of events. I was traveling a lot. Then I had an operation on my foot because I had a really nasty ingrown toenail, and I missed like a month of work, and I had to jump right back into the swing of things. Then there was Christmas and holidays. Then I was once again after that jumping right back into the swing of things after I was not working for like a week for the holidays. And then when I started thinking about it, this started happening, and we started prepping in the office, prepping for everything that's happening with the coronavirus. We started being like, okay, what are we gonna do? We started doing all that. That happened. I got busy with that. Then coronavirus happened, and once I was really set in place at home, once I was really done with anything I needed to do for work, I decided just to jump right into it. And then I decided I got into the point like a week or two ago where I was like, let's get back into making videos. I'm actually at the moment I'm working on a project I can't share with you because I don't think you can even screen share on here. That's nuts. I can't even screen. Can I screen share? What does this do? No, I can just share. I can share the stream, but I can't screen share. Whatever. But I can share it on Twitter. Let's share it on Twitter. No, but basically the situation is that I am working on a video. It's an Avatar: The Last Airbender retrospective. I've shared the thumbnails. I've shared one of the thumbnails on Twitter. It's basically 3 reviews of each book of Avatar that are episode by episode review, where I'm going through basically, I'm trying to put it in word, but basically, I'm going to be doing an episode by episode review of Avatar in 3-part videos. There's not going to be separate uploads because that would just be way too difficult. Like on a technical planning time level, I can't do that. I can't consistently produce that. So on my time, I'm only 3 episodes into the first book, and it's almost an hour. So these are going to be like 4. These videos are going to be massive. These are going to take me months because these are going to be like 4 or 5 hour videos, bro. Not 4 hours, but I mean, book 1, I'm already near an hour, and I'm only 3 episodes in. I'm hoping it will cut down later, but that's a big project for me, and that's going to take a long time to do. So I'm working on that. I have a ton of videos I got to record. I have not okay. I don't want to say a ton, but I've got like 10 or around there that I'm going to start using as a backlog and start adding to that over time. I'm super excited. But with all that aside, now that I've introduced the stream properly, basically, as we were talking about in the last chat major, yeah, I mean, Dark Horse, Gerard Way helping Dark Horse with Umbrella Academy on Netflix, which will lead to a deal. That's great for Dark Horse. But first of all, there's a couple of things we need to understand. Like Marvel and DC could keep their doors open for a year without releasing books. They can afford it, and they have a parent company. Can they pay the writers, and can they pay the artists? That's the first problem we're facing right now. I know a lot of our writers. DC had continued. DC had on its way. I know Joshua Williams is on its way. I know Bendis is still making books. Snyder is still writing. You're gonna have to go on Twitter and you can find tweets from all the guys, all the stuff they're working on. And in that regard, it's probably really good from a storytelling level that the writers are being given so much time and so much room to just create. But I just don't know. Like, I'm looking at it, first of all, I'm like, obviously, some major New York City comic book store will be fine. The major New York stores will not be affected heavily because the major New York stores aren't just books. Yes, they're books, but like, I've been eyeing that Infinity Gauntlet. Like, I've been eyeing that like $100+ Infinity Gauntlet. Those stores make, like, for most stores, a 100, like, if you went to most small brick and mortar stores, comic shops, and were like, here's $100, give me books, they would die. They would be like, they do not deal with that kind of money typically. Places like Midtown Comics do. Not because of the books. You very rarely have people buying books at those kind of prices. Like, I don't know. That's what I don't know. I don't know what the local comic book store will do. I don't know the prices local comic book stores work with off the top of my head. I just don't go to them enough. I don't. I'll be honest. I'm digital. I knew Comixology. Ever since I started making money, all my books have been. Before that, most of my big books were from online. I would read. I'll admit that when I was like 15, I didn't have a lot of money, and I watched a lot of like Comixtorian, and I got a lot of my books via those kind of people. Now that I'm actually have money from working and I can buy books, I'll be honest with you. I'm reading that. I'm a trade waiter. I'm mostly, unless I'm really into a specific person's run, I'm a trade waiter. So I wait for the trade and I buy it online. I'm reading Batman Last Night on Earth right now. I'm reading it and I love it. And don't get me wrong, if I like a book enough, I like Last Night on Earth, I'm probably gonna buy it. I mean, one of my goals is I want to collect all the Snyder run. I want to collect physically. I want to collect the Snyder stuff. I want to collect Snyder books. I don't think I'll read them physically just because I really want one, because maybe one day I'll get to meet Snyder and I get to. He can't sign my Comixology. He can sign this though, and I like Snyder, and I love that Snyder writes. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think Snyder's perfect. Death Metal, the new one, Dark Knight Metal has some stupid shit in it. Like, there was some stupid shit in Dark Knight Metal. Like, right up the bat, like, and not even that bad. Because I think stuff. I like everything in it. I'm just, there are things in Dark Knight Metal I don't like. It's just, I don't know. God, Snyder's a dad, and I totally get it. But like, I'm a Dick guy. Damn, I'm a Dick Grayson guy. I almost in some way see the Dio point with getting rid of Dick, meaning we're sick of the Dick jokes. No, I'm a Dick Grayson guy. I'm a number one Robin guy. I like Dick Grayson. I like the first Robin. I like Batman and Robin. So what I didn't like in Dark Knight Metal, for me, one of the big moments where I went, that's dumb bullshit. Well, first of all, Jon Snow Nightwing. I'm sorry. The fact that they literally call him Jon Snow Nightwing, that is one of those lines that dates the book. So that was a big gripe for me. I don't want to turn it into a Dark Knight Metal thing, but this is a random ass, off the wall, back in action Dark Knight after Darkstream. But I mean, Jon Snow Nightwing, legit. First of all, I don't recall him looking anything like Kit Harington. So was like, Did Scott read a Song of Ice and Fire? We did a joke about a Song of Ice and Fire books? With it like based off of like a drawing from the book. He doesn't look like Kit Harington. He doesn't look like Kit Harington. He doesn't. He looks like a Game of Thrones character from the North with like a heavy cloak on. But he doesn't look like Kit Harington. I didn't get the joke. It was just a bad cultural reference to a show that had a shit ending that nobody liked. That will just be there in like 10 years. A majority this thing in 10 years. Maybe people will know who Jon Snow is. It depends on George R. Martin and HBO and how they handle that franchise. But your people aren't. But it's highly likely that in 30 years, when somebody is like reading metal, which they will be, because Batman will never cease. These are characters that aren't going to go away in the next 30 years. I in my heart of hearts, I'm sure of that. When somebody's reading Dark Knight Metal, that's like, which will probably at the time be like Frank Miller. It will be like a Frank Miller book from like the last Frank Miller. God, Mother Snyder. Like, God, he'll be, people will be joking about him. He'll be an old man writing batshit crazy books about like Batman fighting other races and condemning people of other races and like terrorist groups. He'll be doing all that. Like, who knows? Maybe that will happen. I don't know. I don't think he will because Scott Snyder's a great guy. But you see my point. Like, Scott Snyder, these are people that will one day likely be the next Frank Miller, and it will continue. And people will be talking about like the seminal book of Dark Knight of Dark Knight Metal, and people are going to be reading that, and they're going to be like, what the hell is a Jon Snow? Like, is it named John? And what the hell? Why did that name Snow? That's stupid. Like, nobody's gonna get it in like 30 years. I think, and you would think at that point the writer would realize that they're writing timeless literature. That they're writing literature that will be read in 30 years. And it's okay to do timeline commentaries. It would be perfectly fine to do a book where Donald Trump were president. That's fine. Or to do a book where Superman deals with immigration at the border and it's like saving immigrant children from like the corrupt U.S. government. If you wanted to do a story like that, that's fine. That is 100% all right. But that completely different. That's a story. It is enough that it's like you were making that the Superman example, for example, would be somebody taking Superman and making a statement about justice and being like using the ideals of the character to do something. Because Superman is all about equality for all life, about justice for everyone. He doesn't really ally himself. I mean, Superman doesn't really ally himself with nations, so it makes sense. So if you want to do a book where he like goes and frees all the children at the U.S. border, go right ahead. Because Superman is just a guy who wants to help everybody. So it would make sense that if he saw children in a situation that he thought was wrong, and Superman is a very black and white character. Superman doesn't care about your politics, about any of that. Superman's like, well then but man, like Donald Trump, Donald Trump in the DC universe. If Donald Trump said Mexican rid of drug dealers, Superman would say, then I'll find all the drug dealers and I'll bring them to rehab. And he'd do it instantly. He'd be Superman, and that's the point of the character. Superman always makes the perfect. Superman always makes the right decision. That's the thing. Superman always makes the right decision. Superman has hope. He's joy, and he always makes the right call. Which is why Superman would say, "No, what we're doing, your policy, those are wrong." Because I always find the way that benefits all human beings and all life, and that negates all suffering. If anybody suffered, it has to be me and nobody else. Because I'm Superman, and I have to save everybody, and I can save everybody because that's the point. But my original point was, if you wanted to do a story like that about Superman going to corrupt government and like fixing things, I mean, like, your politics are irrelevant, wrong is wrong, right is right. Really based off of that great Kingdom Come quote, where he said, "I believe there's a right and a wrong in the universe." And it's not a hard distinction to make. But if you wanted to do something like that, you could. Because that's a Superman book. Like, that takes the core of the character. His fundamental value thing is a story about truth and justice and hope. And you could do that. Just like you could do a story about Batman doing relatively anything. But for me, when you bring a pop culture icon, when I'm really trying to engage with it all the time, and I know I'm rambling, but it's live, whatever. This is why I edit my videos. This is why editing takes so long. But if you wanted to take a pop culture icon like Jon Snow, you need to guarantee, and you want to put him in a comic book and make a stupid reference. There are two things you need to do. One, you need to say, will this character be remembered in 30 years? Because Batman certainly will be. It's been 80 years. He's still here. I don't think he's just going to vanish completely. The people are still going to be reading this stuff in 30 years. Unless we all die in like a nuclear apocalypse. But people are still going to be reading these books in like 30 years. So to me, it's idiotic. It's like whenever I see these references, and some of them are fine. It's one thing to have a character make a joke. Like, it would be one thing if the character talked about Game of Thrones. Because the book takes place in a 2019 like context. Just like you inevitably have to assess that some Batman books have radios in them 20 years ago, even though they only took place so long ago. You could have them make a Game of Thrones joke. But to literally describe him as Jon Snow Nightwing, it misses the point of how the comics are basically eternal at that point. But moving on, my point is, in a DC and Marvel could shut their doors for a year. And the writer would suffer, but it would be fine. They could and reevaluate. But it's just not sustainable for smaller publishers or comic book stores. But the weird thing is, so let's read some comments. The weird thing is that Gerard Wade is still working with his band My Chemical Romance, because if anything would sell, yeah, he probably still money. He's Gerard Wade. I don't think Gerard Wade has problems. Here's the thing with Dark Horse: they've recently been making their #1 introductory comic digitally free. That's interesting. I did not know that. That sounds like a new reader trick, because people are less likely to tell a random ass person, check out this book. You have to go to a store to get it. Even if it's free, you have to get off your ass and you have to go to a stupid store and talk to this stupid comic book shop owner to get the book. A lot of people are going to be like, no. Like, and then I had to put it somewhere. I have to wait. I don't want to waste my space with this. It's probably dumb. But if you tell somebody, go on this way, here's the link. If I like the Dark Horse character, I don't read Dark Horse. If I like a Dark Horse book, actually I do. I technically read the Avatar comics, but those aren't. That's a different thing. But if I wanted to, I could just click on the link, send it to my buddy Rob Phil. We'll call my buddy Robert. I can send it to my buddy Robert and like read this book, and that would be it. He'd be like, I'll be like, it's free. Take you 5 minutes. It's a single issue of a comic book. I think it's looking like it's going to be a pretty good run. Give it a try. That, to me, that just seems like another new reader bait idea, just like the DC Walmart books. But like, even the DC Walmart books are like, it goes back to the problem with it, that what the hell do the local comic book stores have on DC and Marvel? I mean, when Comixology came out, the local comic book stores did something, and then all the books on Comixology immediately matched the prices they had in store. The only time, literally, I started using Comixology to buy digital books. I don't think Dark Horse is scamming. I think it's just another ploy to get new readers that isn't going to work. I think inevitably this is the problem. The best way to get new people into comics, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, is this. You need to go online and you need to look at the movies, the Marvel movies. The best way to bring people into comics is for Marvel and DC to start doing it. So in the beginning of their movies, in the beginning, before the credits, I think Marvel could do it at the credits. Marvel should do it in the credits. People stay for their end credit scene. But I think do it in the beginning. Do it when everybody is there. And just be like, hey, this takes inspiration from these things. When you make the Miss Marvel show, credit the Kelly the creator. Why is Kelly Sue DeConnick not credited? Why don't you say? Why don't you have something like Kelly Sue DeConnick Miss Marvel run by your local comic book store? Why are Marvel and DC not doing that? Why the hell did Batman v Superman not advertise Dark Knight Return? Why the hell did the Harley Quinn show not advertise Long Halloween? Not Long Halloween, No Man's Land. Why? It's ridiculous. You're constantly like get people in the store. This is how you get people in the store. And secondly, stop trying to get them in the store. Get them online. I can tell you something. I have bought more comics than lockdown than I normally do when I go to a store. I have spent more money. When I go to a store, I'll buy maybe a trade, maybe a paperback trade like that, like the Court of Owls trade, and maybe on the tip of my tongue, maybe I'll buy a couple floppies. Like I own. Hold on. Where is? Like when it was coming out before I started using Comixology, I bought, as you can see here, all 3 issues. I had the first 3 issues of the Batman Who Laughs miniseries, and I really liked. I thought Batman. I think I hadn't been oversaturated on he hadn't been oversaturated yet, which is like I love Batman and Superman stuff, and the reason I'm holding off on doing a the reason I'm hanging on reading the Batman vs Superman book is because I don't want to read more of this guy. I don't. I'm so done with this stupid character. But even if you look at the books, it's like the books are literally Aquaman movie. I mean, Reign of the Superman movie. A comic book. If I'm reading a Batman Who Laughs, a book titled The Batman Who Laughs, in which a Jokerized version of Batman using guns, teaming up with a Batman and using guns. So you really goddamn think I do not know about the Reign of the Superman movie? Why are you promoting your own stuff on the book? Why? They're released in comic book stores. So one, if you want to make money, put real ads on the back. It's ridiculous. But like DC isn't making money from this ad. They're promoting more DC stuff. Yeah, they'll make money a lot. Like Aquaman? Really? Whatever. Whatever. But the moral of the story is the point I'm trying to make is that I am more likely to go online. It is so when I'm buying books online, I don't see them. I'll go on Comixology. I have it set so I just click buy and I get the book. It's like I'll go. I went on. I was like, oh, I was like, I wanted to read. I was trying to think. I was thinking to myself, I was doing some work. I was sitting right here like a week ago. I was sitting right here on Tuesday, and I was doing my work like I always do. And I was about to hit my lunch break. I get 30 minutes, and I was thinking, what do I want to do during lunch? And I started and I listened to a lot of comments. And I listened to Comic Historian. I listened to Comic Pop. I was listening. I think I was listening to an episode of the Common Pop show Back Issues. I was listening or an episode of Benny of the Common Story and Common Pop show. Absolute Comment. I'm a patron of Common Pop. I pay like $20 a month. I support with $20 a month. But no, but I think, I was reading, I just decided on a whim. Something I was watching on one of those channels made me buy for $21 Last Night on Earth. I was like, you know what, I want to read this book. And knowing what was going on, I wasn't going to watch the video. I was like, you know what, I want this story. I'm interested in this book. Could I watch like a comic story and video on it and not spend any money? Yeah. But you know what? I also talk a lot of crap about how much I love some of these books and some of these creators. And you know what? I'm making money. They're not making anything right now. They're still working, but they're not making. It's not a good time for them. They're not making a ton of money at the moment. They normally don't. Especially now, and I'm like, you know what? I can buy. I'm already buying the Paul Dini book. I actually still need to read it. I bought issue 2. I haven't read it yet. But by the way, the Paul Dini book is so good. But no, I mean, I can buy it. I'll probably buy it tomorrow. But I just don't like it. I just don't like buying books in stores. I'm much more apprehensive being in stores. You actually have to deal with the amount of like you're holding it, and you're holding these two things, and you're like, I can only leave this, and you're like, I'm only leaving the store with one item. I normally tell myself that I'm only leaving the store with one trade. I'll buy some floppies, but I'm only leaving. If I leave the store with a trade, I'm only leaving it with one. I'm not buying 2 trades. That's too much money. I can't spend $40 on books. Especially because a trade is big. Some of these trades like 100 or 200 pages. I'm not gonna read this in one sitting. I have stuff to do. So I sit down there, but online I'm a lot more likely to do that. So to the original point, what Dark Horse is doing is acting smarter, because what you're more likely to do then is to be like on Comixology, be like, that's it. Oh, buy the next one. Buy. You'll read the free first issue, and you'll buy it. Because buying the first issue is a thing. You have to be like, will I like this? Like, I didn't have to think. Like, I was just thinking, do I want to buy Last Night on Earth? Do I want to spend the money? But it took me like 5 seconds. I was like, Batman and Scott Snyder. Why wouldn't I buy it? I like them. Like, I like Batman and Scott. I like Batman. I adore Scott Snyder. I adore Batman. I like everything else I've read from him. Batman Quarterhouse is fantastic. Been a long time since I've read it. I don't remember all the intricacies of it. Intricacies. My God, this is why my editing takes so long. I don't remember all the intricacies of it, but I mean, Batman Court of Owls. I mean, it's all so good. The brother thing's a bit weak, but I mean, even on Last Snyder's ideas, making Gordon Batman that I haven't read. I haven't read everything he's done. I'm not going to claim I have, but I like most of it. And but at the end of the day, I am more likely to buy a book if I know about the creator. If I haven't ever read it before, I'm not even online. I'm not likely to do it. But if you tell me I can read the first issue for free and I like it, I'm probably people are more likely to just hit the buy button. It connects to your Amazon account, which is connected to your credit card. You just hit buy and you get the book. You just hit buy and you keep reading. It's not like it's not like you have to be like, okay, I want to lose those big 3-digit numbers. I mean, it's like, what are you doing? No, legitimately, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's so unbelievably stupid. I hate it so much. I'm fixing my I'm plugging in my secondary monitor. Hold on, give me a second. I want to move the chat, so I'm not constantly looking at the computer onto the TV. Oh, that's a lot better. Yeah, okay. No, so it's like yeah, no, it's a lot better. So it's like what are you doing? No, like legitimately, what are you doing? Marvel DC are but you own the most recognizable fictional characters on the planet. Like, okay, let's think here. Currently, modern day, I'd say Harry Potter, a couple of the I guess John, Sansa, and Arya from and Daenerys from Game of Thrones, Harry, Ron, and Hermione. I'm trying to think. That's probably it. That are anywhere in comparison, in any way, to the Superman logo. And even then, like, if you show most people the Targaryen or Housecrat sigil, I guess is the term they use in the show, or House or Stark sigil, if you turn it to most people, like if you just go a random person on the street, they may know what it is. But if I showed the House Stark sigil to my grandma, she would not know what the hell it was. If I showed a picture of Arya Stark to my grandma, she wouldn't. And I showed my grandmother a picture of Batman, a picture of a Batman logo, she would know what it is. If I showed my grandfather a picture of Superman's crest, he would know it was Superman, because everybody in the world knows what that is. You don't see the S and not know what it is. You don't not know who Batman is. Superman and Batman are in some parts of the world more recognizable than Jesus Christ. Like it's not even debatable. Like they are. It's like, so when you look at I'm like, the fact that you are not selling books, the fact that this is a problem for you is amazing. Like the only problem these companies have is their incompetent leadership. It'd be incompetent guard. It doesn't, not the writer. The writers are not the problem. The writers are all brilliant. I don't like them all, and I've been critical of them. I've been very clear I don't like the King run. I dropped it. No, I mean, it's not even pop culture, but for popular culture, just any character has been around for 80 years. There's a reason for that. There is a reason. There is a reason Game of Thrones had 8 seasons and then it stopped. Because it had one bad season and everybody went, that sucks. Game of Thrones had one really bad season and everybody went, okay, that's enough. And a majority of the world left. Game of Thrones has a massive fan base. They're still there. They still write fanfics. They make fan comics. That exists. Batman has had hundreds. Batman has had about 20. Batman had probably had over 10 storylines that make Game of Thrones season 8 look brilliant. And yet he still exists, and the books come out constantly. Why? What has been different? Because Batman is a cultural icon. Spider-Man had a storyline called the Clone Saga that is probably worse than anything Game of Thrones did. Any of that. And people bailed on that in an instant. Spider-Man had something basically of the quality of season 8 that basically was off and on for 2 years. Like on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. The Clone Saga. And Spider-Man, one of the most profitable IPs in the world. Like, these are cultural icons at this point. So to me, this is the question. Is it that the books aren't good? Is it the writers aren't good? No. Because we know that's not true. And if it was that the writing wasn't good, or the characters weren't interesting, then like a Game of Thrones, like Harry Potter, it would stop. Like, it would stop. Like, the crime, but then had the big movies. They're good, but they're no Harry Potter. They're not generating that hype. They're not doing it. Why? Because they think it's not enough. They're fundamentally missing something. These people were invested in that single story. People wanted to do that single story of Harry, and then they stopped, and then the interest died. People had two questions with Game of Thrones. Night King, Iron Throne. They did it. They ended it, and then the hype, and they did it badly, and it broke. It broke the machine. Both cases. I mean, just look at Game of Thrones and look at the Fantastic Beasts movie. It doesn't work. It's not like Batman has had like three. Batman's been rebooted multiple times in movie, and all the movies always make millions of or billions of dollars. Why? Why? Because why? Because these characters they're past the point when they're always going to make money. They're always going to be there. So I say this. It's not the writer, it's not the character, it's the people leading the company. How? Because you know what? Here's a question for you. How how is it that Marvel and DC haven't already just the actors are also memorable? True, that's a good point. But I mean, that's also valid. Like these are actors who like these are actors. Thank you, Dad. Can you tell me? Did you get recommended my channel? Who recommended me? I'm curious. Dad, please tell me. But these are characters and these are actors that have these are oh YouTube. Well, thank you. I hope you enjoy. I've recently started uploading again, so please enjoy everything you have. I see you like My Hero Academia. I had a My Hero video. I hope to have. I'm doing a video on One for All on a Monday. Hopefully, if everything goes well. If my weekend goes, as long as nothing happens in this boring land of quarantine. But here's the thing. This is the problem. Marvel and DC are basically the biggest names in the comic book industry. People call them the big two for a reason. And do it appears that they have no plan for Diamond. Like Diamond is like we're not selling, we're not distributing books. And Marvel and DC are like, okay, hold on. Oh, gotta close down. Gotta close down the office. There's nothing we can do about it. Like, nothing we can do. We're not owned. It's not like we're owned by billion-dollar corporations and we have funding and we have a plan. It's like it's inconceivable to me that Marvel and DC didn't say, "Oh, Diamond. Oh, okay, that sucks, man. Okay, emergency planning. Emergency planning. Here's the plan." It's inconceivable to me. And to me, that is the highlight. But also, like, Marvel and DC literally within a week, they were like, we're not publishing books. And if it's true they're not going to publish any books until April, until April, that'd be horrible. It's baffling. It's baffling. It's mind blowing. It's like, how? It's like, how is there no plan? And then Diamond comes down, and Diamond's like, by the way, we're not paying you. First of all, if I was Marvel and DC, I would think, screw Warner Brothers, screw Disney. I would come together and be like, you're not paying us? Bitch, we're Marvel and DC. We're Marvel and DC Comics. We are Batman and Spider-Man. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take you to court, and we're going to drag you for your last penny. How dare you? Look, how incompetent are you, Diamond? That you are not paying us. I mean, it's mind blowing. How incompetent. No, it's like to me, it's like the fact that Diamond doesn't have the money to pay back the publishers is insane. What do you mean you don't have the? You're literally a monopoly. You're the only distributor in the comic book industry. How do you not have the money to pay the publisher? How would you not plan? Like, I don't run a business. I don't. But I'm also then. But I know the first thing I would do if I was a business would say, okay, what if we can't distribute books for a week? What is our at least 3 months survival plan if we can't get the books out for some reason? What if we go to what if President Donald Trump declared war on France for some reason? I don't know. I don't care how. I mean, you have a monopoly, and it's like what if Donald Trump declared war on some other country. Hypothetically. Like, just random, and we are like bombing the crap out of each other, and we can't distribute books for a month. How are we as a company go for a year? We're the United States of America is at war, we are under attack. How do we make sure we don't die? How do we make sure in a year we can come back as an organization? Because currently, Diamond, it's just like, well, we're not going to pay anyone. Which doesn't work. It's inconceivable to me that Diamond is just not going to pay people. It's inconceivable to me. And if I were Marvel and DC, the first thing I would do is I would do a crossover right now. I would be like, okay, I would start working on it now, and in the week, and in the day Donald Trump gets up there. Okay, Major, did you really think the United States government gives a single shit about Marvel and DC and Diamond monopoly on a industry that barely deals in that barely deals in the millions of dollars? But U.S. government does not care. Diamond is a monopoly, but that's only because I legitimately don't think anybody else is interested. Like, if it would be one thing if Diamond was a monopoly because nobody else wanted to do it, because they were like doing something. I just don't think anybody else wants the job. Oh no! Monopoly is happening when a single company monopolizes an entire industry. So no, the government doesn't need to be involved. The government would only get involved with monopoly when they had to break companies up to stop it from being a monopoly. Which is what people for a while were really happy with Disney after Fox. But no, it's just, to me, it's just the first thing I would do is I would create a Marvel and DC. I would be like, okay, we're making a Marvel DC crossover. Then we're gonna wait, and the day the store comes back up, it will be the first thing in each store, and we're gonna get it in the New York Times. We're gonna get it on Washington. We're gonna get it everywhere. Marvel DC crossover, and I don't know what we'll do. We'll do something. We'll do anything we can get. Maybe we'll even try. We'll see if we can get the parent companies to promote it. Like maybe we can even pull the right string. We can get no, they should. This is what they should be doing. Marvel and DC aren't doing what Marvel and DC are doing right now. They're doing nothing. Marvel and DC are doing nothing. Diamond is not paying back. It's not. This is the current situation. Diamond is not paying anyone. Diamond is paying. Diamond is paying everybody 25%. I believe the companies are not getting paid the full money they should be. The publisher by Diamond. Diamond is rumored to may not return to distributing until August, which leads me to believe Diamond may be closing. They may just be putting it off until they're staying it so they can have everything closed by July and not deal with it. It's impossible. But what we do know is that Diamond has stopped distributing books. They are currently not distributing books, and they don't have the money to. Marvel and DC are producing books, but they're not printing them or selling them, even doing them digitally. And Diamond, it's not about the rumor. It's that that's just the writers and the artists having fun and being on the ground level. I'm sure they all love to do it. You don't think all these writers want a Marvel? These guys are fans. These guys want the Marvel DC crossover badly as you or me. They do. The question is, will they ever do it? The question is, will Disney and Warner Brothers allow them to do it? Will Disney and Warner Brothers let them get together in the spirit of their love for an industry and make a comic? Maybe. I know there is an idea. I think it was Sal from Comic Pop, and I really like this idea of having IDW do it, of making IDW the middleman and being like, we will, and just letting your writer and artist, letting the people you want involved in the book go work at IDW, and give IDW the money, or whatever. Work out a deal and let IDW do it, and let them save the industry. You're not the only because in the '90s it was Marvel and DC crossover and they become book industry. That's what you got to do. You got to do it. It's your best bet at this point. You're in. But no, to me it's inconceivable, and the whole thing is a mess. It's a mess. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's bullshit that Marvel and DC had no plan, and it's bullshit that Diamond can't buy back. To me, it's all like when people say this isn't why people say comics are dying. It's not because they're actually dying. It's because the people in charge have no idea what they're doing. Yeah, no, Roger Rabbit has. Yeah, I mean, it could. But you're also talking about characters that make these guys billions of dollars. So I mean, it's all really weird. But now, going back to what Zed said about my thoughts on the Evangelion ending, I mean, first of all, it depends on what you mean. Do you mean the show? I like the ending to the show. I like End of Eva more. I like the show's ending. I mean, I always assume, and I don't want to get super into it, but Evangelion is incredibly complicated, and I like to rewatch the show before I haven't rewatched the show in a couple months, but and then you're making me think. The TV show is what I always assume was inside the head. I always taken the ending to the show as the visual representation of the end of Evangelion inside the mind of the actual visual of but yeah, the visual representation of what happened in Shinji's head and End of Evangelion, and then End of Evangelion being what literally freaking happened, like the literal physical instrumentality, not like a mental visualization of it, the literal event of instrumentality, and I mean, how do I say it? I like End of Eva more because I feel like the message is more. I like the message in both. I love the correct congratulations scene. I adore it. It's one of my favorite things. I love the music. I love the actor. I love everything about it. It's fantastic. But by the way, Netflix, you ruined it. You had Toji say "way to go" or something stupid like that, and both the sub and Madame, screw you, Netflix. I hate you. No, legitimately, I hate the Netflix stuff. I hate it. Like the more I think about the Netflix stuff, the less I like it. I started talking to my cousin. She watched it recently, and I said to her, "Did you watch it on Netflix?" She was like, "Yeah." I'm like, damn it. I was like, that's upsetting because I don't like the Netflix stuff. Like I've always been very honest about that. I mean, I gave it more leeway in the beginning. I don't like the Netflix stuff. Screw the Netflix stuff. I hate the Netflix stuff. I don't like it. I don't think it's good. I mean, it's just me being a nostalgia goggle, being like Amanda Lee, Spike Spencer, Tiffany Grant. I like those. I like Tiffany. I like Spike. I like Amanda. I like them. I think I think they're good. I think they've got like really good, especially in the rebuilds. And well, Tiffany and Spike, Amanda was with her son at the time. Completely understandable. He had cancer. For those that don't know, the reason Amanda wasn't in Rebuild was I'm still thinking DC. I almost said Rebirth. The reason Amanda isn't in Rebuild is either her son, I believe he had cancer. He was sick, so she was taking care of him. So she was with her family, and she just didn't. Apparently, I guess she just didn't have the time to come in and really record a major movie. And I also believe she was like, I don't want to mess it up because I love Ray. Like she didn't. She was like if Amanda had gone, from what she said, she just didn't feel she could give it the best because she had too much going on, and she didn't want to phone it in because Ray. I mean, and then I paid for their watch parties. I paid for it. Their watch parties were so much fun. I mean, you guys were. I was creating weekly content back then. I was one of the guys. Hero Rising. Oh my god. I may review Hero Rising. I may just say screw it. I know the movie's old. It won't do well. But maybe I'll do a Hero Rising review. Maybe. I don't think it would do well, to be honest. I mean, I don't care about doing well, but I'd like to get decent views, especially I had to consider that I'm trying to get back into the game. I haven't uploaded in like 9 months, and I had to really get back into the game. And I had to think what will do well. I had to be realistic about it. I'd be like, what video will make me get views? Because I want this to do well. I mean, I'm already doing well. I mean, on my original first channel was you can mine. It's out there. You can do it if you want, but I'm not gonna link it. But if you look on my original first channel, I had like 700 videos that I put that I made over the course of like 4 years of like 3 4 years that were all terrible. They were all really bad, and and I had like 700 subscribers. I had literally I had half of what I had now based on fewer videos on higher quality, and I got a ton of which I got while I wasn't even uploading compared to before. I mean, it's just the way it works. It's YouTube. It's just like when I take time to make my videos, I get better reception, and I want to get back into that. But no, Hero Grind thing is. I'm not gonna do a review, but I'll talk about it here. I like the movie. Hero Grind thing is weird. I like the entire movie, especially the last 5 minutes. Like, really, I like all of Hero Grinding. I like the whole movie. It's really good. And then it loses me in the last like 5 minutes. Like it utterly like laughed out loud in the theater. Me and my entire audience laughing at the movie. It loses me. Like I think it's literally like an 8.9 out of 10. It's like so close to being perfect. But that last bit just ruined it because that last bit is so lazy. I mean, the moment I'm like, when I thought it happened, I was like, okay. I immediately in my head, when Deku transferred power, I was like, oh, Bakugo will just give it back. Like, that will be the big character development in the movie for Bakugo. He'll just give the power back. And it just, like, goes back into Deku. I'm like, that's stupid. That's dumb. And I'm also like, why did Deku go away instantly when All Might had hit for, like, a month? Like, All Might gave Deku hits, and I had one for a while. And honestly, looking back, maybe I need to rewatch some of it, but it always seemed unclear to me whether or not Deku lost it because he's did All Might lose it because of its injury or because he used it all? I mean, most of the All Might crap seems to be wrapped around its injury, not losing one for all. Not to I don't know. I guess if you're getting used so much of it. Oh my god. A song. That's actually really clever. I may do that. I may steal that idea, if you don't mind. I may sing a song in a video. Not during the review, but the idea of doing a song. I can't sing. So I think maybe it'll be something fun to do. In the quarantine, maybe it would be fun. Maybe it would be something fun to do in the quarantine. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm just on here talking. It's 1 in the morning here. I need to go to sleep. I'll stream for like 20 minutes. No, but I've been so long rant thinking of the comic book industry. It's upsetting to me. The comic industry is really the thing I kept up with. To be honest, the comic book industry is really the thing I've been able to keep up with. The comic industry is a lot easier to keep up with than the anime industry. It just inherently is because it's so popular now, and it literally the real comic book industry it's really just keeping up with two companies. Like it really is. It's like you really just need to know what Marvel and DC are doing because they're going whatever they do will affect everybody else. So really, just read Marvel and just read the books. It takes like 20 minutes every Wednesday. Read like two. I don't read a lot of books, but just keep up to date with what's going on in the universe and the company via Twitter. Literally, just follow writers, follow artists, and follow like your two favorite channels. And I watch Comic Pop every week. I'm a $20 patron. I'm they're the only channel that I heavily patron. I patron a couple other channels to get into Discord for work related, to be on Discord, and I patron a couple other channels for more businessy reasons because I do a lot of online reach out for work to content creators. But besides for getting into paying for the Discord, I only have one. I only really support Comic Pop. They're the only guy that I really support on Patreon. But no, but the moral of the story is that getting up with comments is easy, but it's only two internet for a minute. Hold on. Are we still live? We are still live. Okay, good. No, but keep comments is easy. There's only like two of them. Like there's Marvel and there's DC, and they all publish books that are interconnected. But interconnectivity makes it easier. Like, cause with anime, like just watched all these shows. Each of them is like watching a show takes like 30 minutes. Like what? Reading a comic take like reading one comic does not take 30 minutes. Watching a show does. It's two very different industries. It's also harder because it's not English, so you actually have to fact check information. You have to go to the right places and less easily accessible. Like I can't get all the information I want about one or two anime and one or two franchises on my Twitter feed. I can't. I need to go on like Anime News Network. But I don't have time for it. I don't have time to scroll through Anime News Network every day. I'm too busy reading the actual news. This isn't my job. I wish it was my job. Oh yeah, anime and manga comments, that'd be awesome. Who doesn't want to do that for a job? But no. But no, but yeah, so I have been doing that. I'm planning. Can I screen share? Is that a thing I can do? I don't think it is. What I can do is hold on. Can I pull up? I can tell you about our avatar project. I can tell you how long. I can tell you. Hold on. And there'll be Avatar. So okay, so for my Avatar video, it's an Avatar retrospective. The Boy in the Iceberg takes about. I'll tell you right now. Now I'm gonna rough around the edges, but if this is just the first episode, well, we know we're in for a ride. Also, I know this video is going 35 minutes. I talking about the first episode of Avatar for longer than the episode for 35 minutes. I talked episode 2 for about. Actually, I can tell you I have the audio. I could have the audio somewhere that I can show you. Hold on. I don't have this audio. I don't hear this yet. Hold on, let me pop this up. I have to edit the cloud. I have to cloud it. Hold on. And then the avatar returns at 20 minutes. So yeah, I'm already 50 minutes into this video. I'm only 2 episodes in, which has kind of been discouraging. But what I'm hoping, I watched an episode before I review it. And then I review it, I edit it, and I add it to my massive file that I have on my external hard drive. But what I'm thinking about doing, and I'm probably going to have to end this reading there, maybe 1:30 in the morning. But and I need to sleep. I've been up since I was working all day. I work. I work. I work today. So I didn't get to sleep in the morning. It makes staying up this late harder because there's stuff I need to do after that. I need to adult. But to be completely honest with you, I'm being more careful now because what really discouraged me, editing wise, video wise, at the end there, was the blocking. Like One of the last videos I made, I remember I just started working. And it was a great Evangelion video. It was on the dub. And it kept getting blocked. It was something. And I don't really remember what it was, but it kept getting blocked over and over and over. And by the end of it, and no matter what I did, it kept getting blocked. And I spent weeks and weeks editing it. And I was just so mad. And for me, that is just because of my style of creating. I don't like doing that when I'm creating. Like, I did it for the Digimon video, and I don't mind doing it sometimes. And I've considered really changing up my style of content before to more of this, just because this is, at the end of the day, safe. I cannot get in trouble for this. But my video essay style isn't really always attuned to this. Like, this is fine for my comic book stuff. My comic book stuff is very discussion, podcasty basis. Like, when I do my Legends of the Dark Knight review, not my Legends of the Dark Knight, goddammit, my Adventure Continued review, which I'm going to be doing a video on the first 2 issues. Not this week, next week. So maybe next 3 issues. I don't know. It depends. I'll probably do it. I'll probably I'll record it next Wednesday after I read issue straight, and then I'll do a video on all straight, and I'll do a video like this is what I think so far as somebody who loves the DC animated universe. But no, but it will be like that because for comic books, this is easy. Especially if I don't use the pages because the pages are a pain. But for anime, especially my video essays, like my Avatar thing, I had to I have to do a lot of still shots. Like I had to do a lot of going back and forth between still shots and free frames. I mean, so basically, what I'm doing with the Avatar series is I'm doing like small sections of footage editing when I have to, and then resorting to freeze frames and certain angles. Some of them last like a minute and a half. But the nature of it is that the studio the company that owns Nick and knows Avatar, the Viacom or whatever I think their name is, they are really strict with copyright. They are. I have a great episode. I have a great review of The Puppet Master, which I may just take down and put back up as an audio file. I may just take it down and put it back up as I may put a background and shrink the video and make it super small and put it back up. And maybe put a filter over it. It's a great it's a great video. But it got blocked like a year and a half ago, and I appealed it and they rejected me, and I was like, shit. And it had over 200 views, and I was like, god damn it. I was just so mad. I was like, this sucks. And that kind of stuff, the constant copyright, at the end of it, I had a One Piece video. It was a video on the opening, on opening 20, on opening 22. What opening is One Piece even on now? On Over the Top. I don't know the number, I don't know the name. On Over the Top, and it was a video of me breaking down why I thought it was pretty bad, why I didn't like it, and I broke it down, and it got blocked. And I didn't notice, right? And I put it down, and I was basically like, okay, this is the problem. I could appeal the block. I could. But the video it's a topical video. The video will be opening. If I don't get it, I'm in a small channel. If I don't get it out now, it's not going to get any views. The opening will be opening breakdown. I'm going to title the opening breakdown why I don't like it. Or whatever. I forgot. It was going to be opening breakdown dash worst One Piece opening or worst opening in years or some other clickbaity title. Something else that I liked that I thought would get views, and it didn't. And I was like, damn it. And then I was like, there is no way I can. And I was looking at my time, what I had going on. I was like, I planned this so I don't have problems. Like when I don't have time to edit the video, I just didn't have time. I was like, the time to edit the video and get it back out and do the whole song and dance upload still blocked. Why the block fit? That's like a 12-hour. That's like a 2-day game. that can go on for 2 days. When I missed something, put it back up, set something, and I didn't have it. I was like, I'm working my ass off, and I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm about to start working. I'm finishing up school. I'm working, and I'm making sure I'm ready for when I start working. And I was like, I'm just not interested in doing that. Like I'm not interested in. I want to have fun. This isn't my job, and if I'm gonna do it, I want to have fun doing it. And so that's really gonna be the thing. I'm gonna have a lot more fun here. I thought I was having fun before, but I'm going to be a lot more like if a video gets blocked, I'm probably gonna care less about preserving it. Like I'm just gonna be like, okay, background strength filter, and and if that doesn't work, I'll probably just throw up still frames on it. Like the days of me constantly trying to edit the footage to smaller details, that's done. I'm done. I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous. It would have to be really the only case I would do that would be certain parts of it would be if it was absolutely necessary for the actual quality of the video. Which I mean, then I would, but yeah, it's annoying. But I actually really like this new setup. This new as opposed to Google Hangouts. I mean, I miss some of the features like screen sharing, but in general, I can see my chat. It's a lot simpler. You know what? YouTube actually they scored here. I liked it. I can use the bottom to share. I don't need to be jumping. It's not overly complicated. I can select the post. I can mute myself. I can end the stream. I wish I had a little bit more freedom, but I like this new setup. I don't mind this. I do want to show off. I think I shared this on Twitter, but I got this around the holidays. Before I end the stream, I want to show this off. See this baby is gonna be in some videos of mine. I'm gonna be using this in videos. Yeah. Pretty thick. I got in a couple of new things. I'm still incredibly nerdy. Now, can we see if Aiden can hang this without hurting himself? But can he hang it properly so the star isn't messed up? I think that star's messed up now, to be honest with you, but whatever. I also got this. This I really like. The loose Viva agenda. I want to do a Kogi off video. I've been thinking about. I think I want to do a video on what I don't like when you see me on Twitch. If that's, you know what, that may be my next big project. A Euphemia video. That may be my next big project, a video on Euphemia. Like that may, but besides for the Avatar video, it won't be done for a month. The Avatar video won't be out until like 2021. Like it won't be. I started, you understand, I started working on the Avatar video in like 2010. And then not 2010, like a month and a half, like 2 months ago now. I'm only 2 episodes into the show. When I sit down to do it, it's like a 6-7 hour project that I work on for. So yeah, I'm sorry about all the problems in the beginning. I probably have to end this because to include the beginning, I've been streaming for like 2 hours. I have like 30 minutes on setup and all of that. I'll keep streaming for a second. I just need to go away from the camera for a moment. I just have to unplug and take away this oh shit, sorry. I'm going to end the stream. I need to go to bed. We have a dog, which I would have shown off. We have a new dog, but he's sleeping upstairs with my parents, or my mom and my father, and I don't want to wake them up. So yeah, It was a lot of fun. I really miss doing this. I really do. I miss talking. I miss just getting these things out, talking about these things, and being intelligent about it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave it a like, I guess. This should be archived. If it's not, I apologize. New YouTube setting. I'm hoping it's back. This is my first stream back. You know, I have to do 2 videos next week. I kind of want to do I kind of want to just do a Batman review now. The Batman talking like rambling about the animated series continuation so far. Other than Inspire, you guys have really. I'm back in the heck. I like doing that. I'm gonna do a loose thing. I'm gonna do a video on Lelouch and Euphemia, My Hero, and Batman. I'm gonna try to get those done this weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. But what else? Have a great day. Bye.